Hey, this is Matsan and welcome to our new episode. This episode is about
parenting differences in Taiwan and
Poland. Okay, so let's talk about this.
Since we are from two different continents, so for sure our parents are teaching us in a very different way.
Or maybe they do it in the same
way. So that's why we want to bring up a few topics and to see and to compare how our parents used to teach us.
So what is the first topic, Son?
That first topic is the appearance. Like how our parents want us to look like. Asian parents don't want us to be dark-skinned and fat. So during our whole life, even you're in your 20s or your 30s, when you spend time with your family, especially with even older generation like aunts or grandparents, so they're always judging you in your face like, oh, you get darker. Did you go to a travel? But it's this is like speaking to you in a negative way.
Actually, her parents
Yeah.
are telling her so many times that did you get some suntan because she likes sun bathing and you know it's bad for you to get darker.
Yeah.
I think you got a bit chubby where you are staying in Poland. I think your face is more round.
Yeah.
Her face is round, but I think your face is more round. And why you cut your hair so short?
Exactly. Like, yeah, this is another point. They want you to look more lady and not to behave weird or too special. They want you to be a nice, good girl. Yeah. So that's a general idea of parents.
This is our personal point of view. Written here. Okay, so don't take it so serious because it of course might be different.
Might be different.
It's just what we think because I didn't have 3 moms and 3 dads, so I can't really compare that much. But this is what I can see on the street, and it's my point of view and her point of view. Okay, so in Poland, I think that actually parents don't really care that much about you. Of course, they will tell you to stay healthy and so on, but I don't feel like they will tell you all the time that you got fatter and please start losing your weight or please cut your hair in the way that we want or stay in the way that we want. Maybe there are some parents, probably yes, but I don't think it's that common as in Taiwan.
Yeah.
And also about kids, that Asian parents like to make them very cute, the wedding.
Yeah.
They always dress like those very cute styles.
Cute princess style, and they usually style the hair in a very cute way, fancy and cute way with cute ponytail or these two cute little, I don't know how to call them.
Okay, and I think like Caucasian kids, they look more and more beachy year by year.
More like in a more mature way, like European style, right? So even when I see there's some little kids, I don't know, primary school or even younger, and they're already copying their mom's style. Like mom is those blonde with the hair like those and with leggings out and
Leggings out. Leggings out. Leggings out.
Yeah.
Does it happen in Taiwan?
Not that much. Come on, it's leg in, so we wear it as leg in, not as out. That's the other idea of the appearance. Because we don't have this kind of concept like having super up big ass is a kind of beautiness. We don't have this concept.
I have some friends, they're telling me like, oh, she had those leggings out. I love this. Like, I'm like, it's supposed to be covered, right?
Yes.
Not like.
So that's the other differences that we are being inserted as a kid because we think that having such a big ass looks bad. For
Asian people, when you will come here to the lake or to the
beach.
Sea, any beach side, you will see those very massive bodies, like very chubby, and everything is out.
But that part actually I like it because
that's what I want to say. I actually like it as well because people are okay with their bodies. I don't know.
Yeah, people are okay with their bodies, and if you're in Asia, for example, when I was in Taiwan, if I go to the beach in Canton, and you only mostly see those girls with super hot body, like you have to be super fit or with massive boobs so you can wear bikini.
But when I was there,
yeah,
I didn't see any bikini, nothing.
because it was winter vacation.
Okay, but it was hot, okay? It was hot.
But it's still winter vacation. In Asia, you have to be qualified enough to show your body, otherwise you'll be ashamed and be judged. But here, people embrace their body more, they're more confident, so that's the point that I like about Western countries.
Interesting. Let's go to the next topic. What about your parents, how they teach the kid to be?
The Chinese culture, we are deeply influenced by the Confucius idea. So basically you have to treat other people nice, and you have to learn how to fit into the society to keep the harmony in the environment. So we are more being taught to get along with other people, to not to be such a self-centered person. What about you?
Actually, I think in Poland in Europe, I think personality is very strong. Everyone wants to present their own personality.
That's true.
And I think that we are more self-centered. This is a totally different thing between Asian people and Caucasian people, because Asian people is more like we work as a team, as a family, our whole country. And in here, many people would like to stab you in the back to get more benefit.
That's true.
Actually, I personally, I have to say about my own, I would rather take care of her instead of you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I rather keep this, what is mine, to be perfect. And I don't care about others people's business,
outside
right?
this circle.
Outside this. This is something totally wrong. And my mind works in this way. I don't know about yours.
Interesting.
Even at work, I like to cooperate with people, I like to make friends with them and so on, but still I am the most important person. I am most important. I like to help, but if I have to sacrifice something from my family, I wouldn't. Like this. I don't know.
It's interesting. And I think because of this concept, so you're less afraid to have conflict with people. Like, if you need to argue with people because your benefit is in contrast with his benefit, so you will be in an argue, you will shout to him, even though you're gonna see him next time, but you don't really care. I think Polish people are rather working in this way. At least as Taiwanese, we are very gentle on this kind of matter. We don't want to hurt other people's feeling, even though we're just discussing this one thing here. But next time when I see you, I will feel like, okay, we break the barrier of harmony. Yeah, that's the differences.
And what about the spare time? Like after school, when you finish lessons, what would you do? Will your parents force you to do something else, or your parents rather say like do your homework and chill, or I don't know? What about you? How about Taiwan?
Okay. Firstly, after school, we usually go to those cram schools. So you go to English school or math school to strengthen your ability on this subject. Other than that, we usually, as a kid, parents ask us to learn some talents. So you learn the instruments, or you go dancing, or you go, I don't know, drawing. So parents are expecting you to develop a specific talent as a kid.
But I have the question, parents rather ask you what would you like to do, and then you say I actually would like to dance, so then they say okay, you can take the course of dancing, but they wouldn't try, they rather wouldn't force you to do anything.
Not at
okay,
that.
so pretty similar here in Poland. I think not that much that you really have to do something, but for example, I used to like karate. And I actually, my dad just proposed, maybe, because he was doing it, and maybe you would like to try it. I was like, actually, why not? And then I was doing it for quite a long time, actually. But no force, nothing. But there are crazy people, I think there are crazy moms, that they will also want to make the kid very perfect in any case.
Yeah.
And then they will force them to do dancing, piano, science, computer science, anything together. Yeah. So that, because they have some idea that my kid is so awesome, so they can show it to the neighbors, right? And then the kid will become alcoholic.
So about choosing the school, because like in Taiwan, and many times parents are choosing it because they think this one will do the best for you. And for example, university, parents will interfere a lot. You're going to learn language, or you're going to be a doctor, or so on. How does it look like in Poland?
This depends on any kind of parents. Here, this is like not like a regular thing. And in my case, my parents actually forced me a bit. They forced me to choose the best high school, no matter what I want to do. So I actually go to the pretty good high school, but not because I wanted to do some math and some chemistry, something like that, and physics. But I was doing the language classes. I was like having advanced language, because it was like the shittiest. Like in that high school, and math and so on was very high. I couldn't reach that one. I could reach that one, but in a lower lower high school. So they rather wanted me to choose this high school because it looks better, but with this language something. And then after that, they actually forced me to do engineer, like this from my side. So I think there was a bit of the force from the parents. What about you?
Me personally, my parents are not forcing me, because we are rather like an open family.
Okay.
But from my friends, I do hear lots of stories that parents want you to study science even though she's wholly good at language. And it's like a huge battle, but always in this kind of situation, many times the kids just give up. And then they ended up, like I have few friends ended up in accountants or some finance, and then now they graduate and they don't know what to do because it's not their interest from their heart. Like they want to be in the writers in the magazine and so on. And it's so sad because they have this dream but they cannot pursue it because parents are the barrier. And for me, parents should be the biggest support instead of the biggest barrier.
Okay, so that was the end of the first part. So we recommend you to watch the second part, which will be up.
Because we have so many things to say.
Yes.
So that's why.
Okay, so see you. Hope you guys like this video. Please like, subscribe, comment below.
See you very soon.
Bye bye.